Ladies, let's talk about a transition most women don't see coming. Going from career-focused to relationship-focused. From independent boss babe to high-value wife. And no one in Hollywood has done it quite as boldly and unexpectedly as Millie Bobby Brown. She went from being one of Netflix's biggest breakout stars to suddenly becoming Mrs. Bon Jovi, as in the Bon Jovi dynasty. At just 20 years old, she's gone from the ultimate child star to a young bride, ready to embrace a more traditional, family-centered life. And today, we're breaking it all down. Why did Millie pivot so early? What does her transformation reveal about modern trophy wives? And most importantly, what can you learn from her to secure your dream life? Stick around until the end because I'm revealing the biggest mistake career-driven women make that keeps them from successfully transitioning into the Tradwife role. Welcome back to the Trophy Wife's Guide to Life, where we teach you how to date smart and build a life that's not just beautiful, but strategic. Hit that subscribe button because today's video is going to make you rethink everything. Let's get into it by answering the question, is Millie Bobby Brown Hollywood's most unexpected tradwife? If you've been following Millie Bobby Brown, you know she was once one of the most powerful young actresses in Hollywood. She built an empire before she even turned 18, starring as 11 in Netflix's hit show, Stranger Things, launching her multi-million-dollar beauty brand, Florence by Mills, and becoming a red carpet icon and magazine cover model. But what did she do instead of going full Hollywood mogul? She got engaged at 19 and married into a legendary rock family before most people even knew she was dating. This is not the typical move for an actress at the top of her game. Most Hollywood women push marriage and family to the back burner, choosing fame over femininity. But Millie, she chose legacy over limelight. While modern women are constantly told to focus on career first, and that marriage can wait, Millie shows that building a family early with the right man can be just as strategic as building a career. Speaking of choosing between prioritizing a career or a relationship, Millie also demonstrated how we women can use our careers as a key tool to attract and secure a high-value husband. Millie Bobby Brown's marriage proves that if you play your cards right, your career can be the perfect stepping stone to an elite marriage. Millie didn't just happen to meet Jake Bon Jovi. She networked her way into the Bon Jovi social circle. Here's how she used her career to land her high-value husband. 1. She entered elite spaces. Millie's entertainment career put her in rooms filled with wealthy, well-connected men. She didn't settle for dating Hollywood bad boys. She targeted legacy wealth. 2. She balanced career and femininity. Unlike many actresses who go all in on independent woman branding, Millie always maintained an elegant, soft, and approachable image, one that signaled wife material. 3. She stayed exclusive. Millie didn't date around publicly or have a messy Hollywood love life. By keeping her dating life private, she built mystique and exclusivity, making herself even more desirable. Point being, if you're career-focused now, you can use it as a tool to access the right social circles, position yourself as high value, and attract a legacy husband. If you're currently in a career but dream of stepping into a more elevated, feminine, marriage-focused role, you need a strategy. Here's how Millie did it, and how you can too. 1. Shift your priorities early. Millie was building her beauty empire and dating with serious intent. She didn't just date casually, she picked a partner who could elevate her status and lifestyle. If you know you want to be a wife, stop dating men who don't align with that goal. 2. Be selective about your partner. Millie could have married any actor in Hollywood. Instead, she picked a Bon Jovi heir, someone with generational wealth, family influence, and global connections. Choose a man who can provide the life you envision. Not just someone who's fun, but someone who has the foundation for long-term security. 3. Rebrand yourself for the role you want. Millie's public persona has shifted dramatically. She's moved from being an edgy Netflix star to leaning into elegant, sophisticated wife aesthetics. If you're shifting into a more feminine, wife-ready role, your personal brand needs to reflect that. Start dressing, speaking, and carrying yourself like a woman who is wife material. Despite the sea of opportunity for career women to attract a husband, there's one irreversible mistake too many women make. Most women wait too long to make the shift. They build their entire identity around their career, only to realize at 35 or older that the men they want are looking for younger, more traditional partners. Here's what you need to remember. The right men aren't waiting for you to be ready. They're choosing from the women who are available now. If you're serious about securing a traditional role, you need to start moving accordingly today. If you want a marriage-focused future, you need to align your life, social circle, and priorities with that goal before it's too late. Ironically, prioritizing marriage before a career can actually be the biggest power move of all, though society doesn't like to admit it. These days, the feminist narrative tells women to prioritize career over love. But let's be honest, the most powerful wealthy men don't wait until their 40s to pick a wife. If you want a high-value man who's established, respected, and successful, waiting until your late 30s may not be your best strategy. On the flip side, if done strategically, marrying young gives you time to build influence alongside your husband rather than fighting for space in a competitive job market. And Millie knew this. By marrying Jake Bon Jovi, a Bon Jovi legacy heir, she didn't just secure a loving partner, she entered into a multi-generational dynasty of wealth, power, and elite connections. Simply put, when you marry young and well, you position yourself to build influence within a high-value family structure instead of competing alone in a male-dominated corporate world. While you may prioritize finding your husband over your career, that doesn't mean you need to shout it from the rooftops to your bosses and colleagues. In fact, one of the smartest things Millie did is keep her dating life under wraps while she secured her financial foundation. Unlike other young Hollywood stars who publicly date multiple men before settling down, Millie's stealth dating strategy gave her an edge. First off, she built her own wealth. Before committing to marriage, Millie launched her own beauty brand, Florence by Mills, worth millions. This ensured that if the relationship didn't work out, she had financial freedom. Second, she avoided career-damaging distractions. Public relationships can derail a woman's career, especially if they end in scandal. By keeping things quiet, Millie avoided career drama and kept her reputation intact. Third, she timed her marriage perfectly. Millie didn't wait until her star started fading. She secured a powerful husband at her peak, ensuring she wouldn't have to scramble for roles later. Next, let's talk about the reality of marrying someone in your industry if you do choose to leverage your current job to network your way into your future husband's home office. Dating within your industry isn't always ideal, but if done right, it can be a major power move. If you're dating someone in your industry, be strategic. 1. Avoid dating competitors. Millie didn't date another actor who might overshadow her. She chose someone in a different but complementary field. 2. Think long-term influence. She picked a legacy name that would still have power decades from now. 3. Know the risks. Public figure relationships get scrutinized heavily, so privacy is key in the early stages. While you're deciding which type of wealthy man to pursue, it's worth exploring why Millie went for the trust fund kid when she had access to many self-made millionaires all around her. To reiterate, Millie could have married any high-powered Hollywood star, but she chose an heir to generational wealth instead of a working actor or business mogul. Why? Because marrying an heir comes with different perks than marrying a self-made rich man. Here's why picking a legacy heir was a strategic move. 1. Stability over hustle. A self-made billionaire is often obsessed with work, making money and maintaining control, while a trust fund heir already has generational wealth and doesn't need to grind for money. In other words, the trust fund kid puts more attention on you and less stress about finances. 2. Less risk of financial ruin. Self-made wealth can disappear overnight, be it from bad investments, lawsuits, or market crashes. In contrast, old money often stays old money. These families have financial advisors, trusts, and airtight wealth preservation strategies. 3. Elite access. By marrying into the Bon Jovi family, Millie now has permanent elite status. Doors will open for her that even A-list actresses might struggle to access. All that said, marrying a legacy man comes with its own set of challenges. Unlike a self-made entrepreneur who's used to calling the shots, wealthy heirs have family expectations, and marrying into a dynasty means pleasing the family, not just the man. These heirs can also have a rich kid mindset, as some lack work ethic because they've never had to hustle for money. The trust fund hubby might also struggle with purpose. Being born into wealth can lead to identity issues, which can spill into the marriage. Millie seems to have navigated these challenges well so far, but it's something every aspiring trophy wife needs to consider. Let's be clear, marriage is an economic contract just as much as it's a romantic one. Millie Bobby Brown may have walked into a glamorous, well-connected legacy family, but if she's smart, and we think she is, she's also securing her financial future. Here's what every woman should do before, during, and after marriage to ensure financial security. Before marriage, get your money right. Millie didn't rely solely on acting. She launched Florence by Mills, which has become a multi-million-dollar beauty brand. The lesson: start an income stream that's 100% yours, whether it's a business, investments, or real estate. Understand his wealth structure. Is his money in trusts, investments, tied up in family businesses? Don't just assume he'll have access to it. Know how it's structured so you can negotiate your role in that wealth. Sign a fair prenup or negotiate smartly. If you're marrying into wealth, have a lawyer who specializes in high net worth prenups. You don't have to blindly sign whatever is put in front of you. Negotiate fair terms, especially if you plan to pause your career for the marriage. During marriage, ensure your position is secure. Get involved in family investments. Millie is entering a family dynasty that controls assets beyond personal wealth. Think music rights, businesses, and real estate. Smart trophy wives become part of the financial decision-making process. Ensure financial transparency. If your husband is managing wealth, you should still know where the money is. Ensure you're listed on trusts, accounts, and property ownership documents. Make sure your name is on assets. Some men will buy a house in their name only. You don't want to be left in a position where you have no stake in the assets you live in. If he's buying a house, your name should be on the deed. If divorce happens, protect what's yours. Exit with leverage, not emotion. If the marriage dissolves, you want to leave with financial security, not regrets. Negotiate a quiet, graceful exit, if needed. Some legacy families will offer settlements for a quiet exit to avoid drama. If you're ever in this position, take the financial security and build a new chapter. So, what's the biggest misconception about trophy wives? That they're just there for the ride. But high-value wives don't just take, they leverage the marriage to secure their own wealth, power, and influence. If you play your cards right, marriage doesn't have to be the peak of your life, but rather the beginning of your true power and opportunity. So ladies, what do you think? Did Millie Bobby Brown just pull off the smartest marriage move in Hollywood? Or will she regret walking away from a bigger career? Let's discuss in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the Trophy Wife's Guide to Life for more luxury lifestyle tips, relationship strategies, and secrets to securing the life you deserve.